डबल लाएगा।
कै रुपया बोल दिया था हो? अरे कै रुपया में दिया था ही?
Hello, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll wait for some time for everybody to join. So we'll start the meeting in some time. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Chakradhar, we can go ahead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Are we audible? Hello.
Hello, participants. Are we audible? Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. So we have seen the responses given by you in the for the live session. Today, Shahid and Saurav are currently in a meeting. They'll be able to join in some time. So in the meanwhile, we will go through the questions that you have shared in the spreadsheet, and then we'll address one by one, right? Currently, 77 participants are there. So let us go ahead and see what all questions that you have asked. So mainly the questions are in two categories. One of the main question is what should we know about the exam pattern, right? Most of the questions are related to that. What will be the final exam pattern? What can we expect from that? So for that, Namrata will clear the details regarding that to you. Yeah, over to you, Namrata.
Yeah, so for your final exam paper, you will basically have the exam sheet divided into two parts. So you will have part A and part B, and the duration of the examination will be of 3 hours. So you can choose how you want to do. There is no limit for part A or part B. You can choose to finish that in entire 3 hours. So part A will be computer based, so which will have 20 questions carrying a total of 40 marks. So 2 marks for each question. And also there is no negative marking for this. So this part A questions needs to be entered in the computer. So the next part, which is part B, that is a single question of 60 marks, and that will appear on your computer screen. You will also be given an answer sheet and one rough sheet to do your practicing. So for this, again, you cannot bring calculators or graph sheets or anything, mobile phones, they are not, or any digital watch, that is not allowed. And also for this, again, we'll further discuss about the type of questions that will be there. Is there any doubt regarding this? So it will be 3 hours examination with part A and part B. Part A answers, you have to put it on the computer, which will be 20 questions, 40 marks, 2 marks for each question. And the second part will be a single question of 60 marks. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes, one question for 60 marks. Yes, you can bring your color pencils, sketch pens, color pencils is allowed. Yes, of course. You can use sketch pens, pencils, color pencils, all that you can bring along. Yes. Essay type question. Well, they will give you like a situation, will give you examples of that. And then based on that, you need to write the concept about it, what you feel about it. And also you need to make certain maybe drawings or illustrations based on the topic that will be given to you. So part A will be, yeah, okay. Anything else? So there might be certain illustrations or drawings related to the theme, and maybe a small write-up about that theme, about your concept that you have drawn or sketched. Okay, we will. Chakradhar, would you like to give certain examples for the part B question, maybe? We can...
Yeah, so the part B essentially will ask you, they will give you a certain situation. You have to produce a graphic for that. An example, I would say that, as an example, I would say that they might ask you that, there is a certain campaign for blood donation drive, right? And then you have to create a poster regarding a blood donation drive. And then how do you do that? So in that, you have to kind of play with the concepts that you have learned in the whole course. For example, what kind of a text, where will be the placement of the text, what kind of colors would you use, what kind of an element would you use, and then also the principles of design that you use. Will you use certain repetition? Will you use some gestural principles? How will you compose the whole sheet? So essentially, the evaluation will be based on that. So the campaigns can be any. I just gave you one example of a blood drive. It can be regarding certain social awareness. It might be about hygiene, it might be about cleanliness, it might be about sustainability. So you can expect some kind of a social cause, and you will be able to have to create kind of a poster there. And with all the, like, the evaluation will be based on how effectively you have used the concepts uh, in the whole scenario. And also you have to kind of describe, okay, what kind of how are you justifying the kind of choices that you have made in doing your, answering your question. Yeah. So somebody's asking what will happen in part A. Part A is MCQ. Yes.
MCQ, yeah.
Like how you answered your assignments, it'll be in the same
Similar.
pattern. Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of 10 questions, here there will be 20 questions. So, and
Yes, you can also sketch it black and white. Somebody asked that. Yes, you can.
yeah, you can do black and white also, but you have to
Black and
justify
white
why
colors. Yeah,
you have to justify why you have not used colors.
exactly.
So essentially, if it is more effective in black and white, or it makes sense conceptually, then you use. Yeah. Otherwise, if you can use some element of surprise or something which can add, you can do that also. So book suggestion, we have provided a list of helpful books in the, if you can go to the course overview section. So there is a set of 11 to 12 books. So you can go through any of that apart from the course material. Yeah. I mean, you can go, not all the books, but whatever is available. So I would suggest, if you want to start graphic design, start with books by Ellen Lupton. That is a good start. She has various books on typography, composition, grid. That is a good starting point. And if you want to learn online, I would suggest you try searching for lynda.com. And then there are some other YouTube channels which also provide a great amount of knowledge. So yeah, you can attempt all the answers by
Yes.
you can answer all the questions by listening. So we have strictly adhered to the questions which is there in the videos itself. So kindly, like, rigorously go through the videos and make your own notes. So there we are not providing any specific
Transcript.
transcripts, or we are not giving out the presentations per se. So because we have received information that these kind of resources are sometimes being misused, so we
Right.
have withheld that. And essentially this course is very conceptual based, and everything is explained very clearly. So no need to memorize so much in this. So if you can understand the concept, you will be able to answer those questions. So kindly go through those videos, and wherever possible, make some notes. And since you have already answered some assignment, so many assignments, so you should be able to answer them very easily.
But we definitely, encourage you to make notes while listening to the videos, okay? So if you do that, I think that's more than enough to attempt for your exam. Yeah, everything is related to whatever is there on the video. If you pay attention, I think that's good enough. I'm not understanding the exam date.
Exam date, the exam center, and the hall tickets will be announced
Yeah.
clearly to you. Please go through that announcement section in the course sheet. Then you'll clearly know. There are no previous year's questions. This course is happening for the first time this year. So there are no previous year questions. Yeah, Linda is a good. Yeah, Linda has very good uh, classes. In part
Good
B, there is
evening.
only one question. There is no, it's one question for 60 marks. There is no confusion in that. It's just one question. Yes, questions will be similar to assignment in part A. I mean, it's very easy to understand. There is no need to overthink all these things. There is no need for a model paper. It's since you have already attempted the assignments, the part A, the 20 questions will be similar to the assignments. I think that is very easy to understand. And part B will be subjective, and it would be for you to design a poster. The time limit is 3 hours. Yeah, regarding assignment 5, right? So the evaluation is still under process. We have received over the 1,000 to 2,000 entries. So it's taking time for us to evaluate. And also there is an extension of a date which is given to the deadline. So we are also evaluating it. It's still in the process, and you will get the results soon. It will be announced. Yeah, I mean, for all the people who are asking about resubmission of the assignment, missed submission date, this is a
That cannot
generic.
be done.
Yeah, so this is a general response to everybody that the the dates of the assignments and the deadlines are fixed. We cannot make it flexible for one person because it will be very unfair for the others who have submitted on time. So please understand that, and we have to stick to some of the rules of the course. Ishwari, sure, internship is totally different. I think you have also asked in the thing. Sure, internship is a totally different aspect from the classes we are going on. Here, I think it's better to limit ourselves to the course questions itself. If you have any questions related to sure internship, this is not the relevant domain to ask that.
Yeah, there is no negative marking for wrong answers. Okay, somebody has asked credit point. Yeah, no.
Yes, week 8 will be the last one. What is the marks distribution to clear the course? Basically, there will be some kind of a weightage. So, since you have already answered some weightage of the marks we will take from the assignments, and also certain weightage will be given to the final exam. Together, combined, there will be a kind of a fixed mark sheet that one has to pass. How much is the mark sheet? How much is the weightage? That will be decided based on the responses. So there is no fixed, mark like 50 mark, 60 mark like that. Even if I say 50 marks, so that 50 mark, how much of the percentage will be from the assignment? How much of this will be complicated for you to understand? So don't worry about that. Just worry about writing the exam. I mean, just revising. That's it. It won't be hard. It will be very, very, limited to whatever we have discussed in the course, and it will be not, it won't be hard. The goal is to just check your overall understanding. It's not to test anybody's design skills because since it's a introductory course. Yeah. Understand. No, there is no negative marking. If somebody performed less from the 10 questions, so they will get less in the weighted average. That's it. It's not negative marking. Assignments do get a weightage in the final, if that is what you're asking, Vaishnavi.
Approx date for exam this week or next week?
Ideas about the questions, I think we have discussed enough, I think.
Yeah, I think some of them have joined later, maybe.
Assignment marks will be added.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Anurag. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead.
it's okay, right, to talk on the. Okay, yeah. So I joined 14 minutes late. Are we discussing about the exam pattern and everything?
Yes, we are
Yes,
discussing.
yes,
Can I get
yes.
a small recap, please?
So, okay, so for everybody who have missed the,
Missed, yeah.
so yeah,
So
Namrata,
we
please.
have a final question paper. So it's a 100 marks paper divided into part A and part B. So part A has 20 questions of 2 marks each, that is 40 marks, and MCQ questions like the ones previously you have done. And part B has one question of 60 marks, and you will be given a particular theme or a topic, and you need to make illustrations or sketches related to that theme, and also a small concept note explaining about your design, like sketches, the ideas, let's say a particular color scheme you have used or a particular principle of design you have used. So you just a small concept note explaining your illustrations. That's it.
So somebody asked, it just contains a drawing illustrations. Yes, drawing and illustrations will be part,
Yeah.
and also you'll add certain text if the poster has to design, like
Yeah.
the example we discussed, like a blood donation drive, something like you'll write like donate blood now, you will maybe have a date or something like that. So some kind of a text, and the placement of the text, where is the text coming, what is the size in relation to the graphic, all that matters. So it's not just the artwork, it's artwork plus text plus your composition plus your layout tools plus colors and everything.
So that I got. One more question I had was that while I was registering for examination, they said that if your city doesn't have adequate number of people, then we will be transferring your like first preference to the second preference, something like that. So my first preference was the Kota, where I am residing right now. The second preference was Delhi. So if there are not enough people in Kota, I'll be like allotted Delhi as my exam center. Is that so?
I think so. I mean, that entirely
Yes,
depends
I
on the
think
number
so.
of people attempting from Kota. So we are not exactly sure. The logistics is totally taken care of by the NTPL backend team. So they will decide what is the, even there is no, even we don't know what is the number of people which they call as enough number of people. So, I mean,
You can leave a mail if you want, because we
yeah.
are also like, Chakrata said, we are not very sure about the logistic part, but you can leave a mail and they will get back to you.
Namrata ma'am, we will get a confirmation email, right, and everything about it. Like I'm not.
Yes, definitely. They'll inform you prior if they are moving you to Delhi or whatsoever. So you
Okay.
can just leave a mail in case. So they'll reply to that.
Uh, Teachers, I also have a doubt. Actually, I just gave my 12 exams and I'm uh, making my portfolio for my private colleges. I didn't qualify UCET exam, so
Okay.
I'm still in like procedure to make my portfolio. Is there any chance that any of you guys can review it or something? I don't have any mentor near me or something. So, did you get it, ma'am? Like I'm making a portfolio and I want a
Understood.
review out of
I
it,
mean,
something like that.
Understood, but I mean, as a part of the NTPL course, we are not doing portfolio evaluations, as it might take, as you can understand, there are like thousands of participants registered for that. So it might be, yeah, so too much for us to also handle, because we also have our official commitments. So it might, yeah,
Yep.
so
I don't know.
So,
Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay.
sir,
See,
what
you
is
can look
the
at the, yeah.
Sir, what will be the weightage of assignment in the final calculation of result?
So it will be
Weightage of assignment.
yeah, it will be decided. I mean, we are. I mean, if we are not allowed to disclose, so it will be
Acha, acha.
decided. Yeah,
Acha. Thank you, sir.
but there will be some kind of a weightage.
Weightage from all your previous whatever
Yes,
assignments you have
assignments. Yeah.
submitted, there will be a weightage from that carried forward to the final one.
Final exam. Yes.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So it's a continuous evaluation. The concept is that it's not just the final exam for clearing the course. It is also including all your assignments. That's the basic concept.
Sir, I was looking forward for an advice. Can I like ask you at the end of the session?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
So, sir, my name is Pragna. So, I just have a little suggestion. Actually, the exam date in the portal is given as April 27th. If the date is changed, or if there is any, change of the location of the exam, as we have given preference 1 and 2. So, if it is informed prior, like 10 days or 15 days before, it will be really helpful for us to
It will
make some arrangements.
definitely, they will inform, but right now, like we cannot say exactly a week before or 10 days before or 5 days before, but I'm sure they will inform you prior, keeping in mind the, travel or whatever. So I'm sure they will definitely respond to that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. So basically, the backend team are sometimes finding it hard to find the exam center in the choice of the city, and hence there is some logistical issue they are also facing. So as soon as that gets resolved and they come to a decision, we will let you know, and it will be there in that announcement, and it will be pretty clear.
Yeah.
And we'll inform the team to announce it way prior so that you can make travel arrangements
Yes, we
accordingly.
will definitely, we can put that word that at least a week before it will be, hopefully it will be announced.
Yeah, thank you.
You are on mute, Chakradhar.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, so we'll go through some of the questions which are there in the portal. So Hari Krishnan is asking, is the psychology of color, human color, changeable over the years? Yes, at different time periods, our association with the color change. For example, the color red in a war time, right, will be very different than the color of red when it is in the peace time. So it will be different in a country which is going through war, and it will be different at the same time also when it is referred to in another country. So it changes according to the times, it changes according to the technology, it changes according to the geography also. So this is one. I think that's it. I think remaining all from the portal are regarding the exam only. And I think somebody in the comment section asked about what do you think about the AI bubble, right? Somebody is asking. Sunny is asking, what do you think about the current AI bubble in graphic design and art and creative field in general? So, I mean, it is not a bubble. It is a new technology, and it's going to be there, and it will be part of our lives. So how the digital illustrations and the digital tools have become part of us over the years, and they disrupted the industry. AI is going to disrupt the industry. So in this, so the thing we have to keep in mind is the AI, how much ever advanced it gets, it will not get closer to the how we humans perceive emotion, and we can express it in a understanding the whole situation. So if you are clear in those aspects, you will be above AI. And if you are just like an artist stage and you are creating just illustrations, maybe without involving a lot of concept in it, and there might be AI is going to take over those professions. So it's better that you cross that stage and go into the creative art field, creative artist field, than being at an entry level. I would suggest that. So somebody has enrolled for interior design.
Yeah,
and,
I believe that they will have slots.
No, there is no fixed pass marks for anything. It will be based on, the amount of responses that we receive. And if the lowest marks, is something that we think that, it's reasonable to pass, we will use that. So there is no fixed mark per se, and you will not be able to understand, even if I say 50 marks, 60 marks. I mean, it all depends on, it's a subject, there are subject to assignments involved, and finally you'll be making a thing. So it's not like a straightforward where you have 100 MCQs and you clear 50 MCQs, you pass. So it's very hard.
So evaluation criteria, again, like we said, it will be based on whatever composition and your imaginative skills, the quality of your drawings, attention to the small details, the concept write-up, and also a weightage from your previous assignments. So combined together, you will be kind of marked. Results, we are not sure as of the exact date, but we will keep you updated with that. Model paper, we already discussed about the type of paper. See, the first part already it's MCQ. You have already kind of, gone through previous work. So that is easy. And second part, again, it will be a bit similar to your assignment 5. So it's just like a poster making. You can check online similar questions on, poster for a particular theme, let's say for health, promotion of health, or sports, or blood donation. So you can check poster making on these kind of topics, common topics.
Some of you guys are interested in getting some YouTube channels for having more understanding. So here's some of the list I have. I'll just tell. Yeah. So FUT, your future, is one channel where they provide the basics of graphic design, and also they give certain inputs based on how you should do business as a graphic designer. That is a very good channel. And so the artist, there are a lot of channels, like the art assignment is one channel where they explain a lot of art. So, and I'm just going through some of the channels. If you are interested in learning Photoshop and other softwares, there is a channel called Piximperfect. That is very good. So art, there are a lot of channels like Nerdwriter. Nerdwriter is one. If you're interested in how to draw, and Proco is a good channel. So, and there is a channel called Design Course on YouTube. Even you can go, you can do that. I'm just going through my YouTube and trying to give you a list. Yeah, Marco Bucci is one where it's also for art. Yeah, I mean, once you go through these channels, I think your feed will take care of adding you more. We cannot provide you the comprehensive list, but I mean, if there is time, we'll also put in messages. Yeah, Upali, thank you. Could not hear the first one. First one is future, Futur. Yeah, and if you are interested in typography, then there is A-Type-I, like A-T-Y-P-I. A-Type-I is a good. It has, I mean, very good. It's a very good conference on type design. I mean, if you are interested in fonts and other things, it's good. TypeCon, 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 that is good. So Cooper Union, there are so many channels. So, I mean, just start the journey, and the YouTube is magic. It'll give you more and more feeds. So even if you can search, graphic design basics, graphic design. So you can get a hell lot of information out of YouTube only. You really don't need a university, actually. It's that good. Yeah. Cooper Union is COOPER Union, like Cooper Union. Yeah, but it's not, the third one is not Pix and Perfect. I'll just type. How do you start freelancing in this field? All those freelancing website, are they trustable? And any particular way, YouTube channel to learn more about color theory and typography? Yeah, I mean, typography, go through the channels that I have mentioned earlier, those type conferences. Color, there is, I think, a channel called Color Nerd. That is very good. Color. Yeah, you can start from there. There is a channel called Color Nerd. So yeah, and there is a series on the, I think there is on the color blue gold on YouTube itself. You can search, the color series. There is a 4-part series about color. So that is a very interesting series on YouTube. You can watch that. So freelancing in this field, yes, you can trust some of the websites. I mean, everybody starts from there. There are 2 ways if you want to go about this in this field after this course. Either you can start freelancing straight away. Start with some of these freelancing websites, not because you will get projects and earn money, but just for you to practice whatever concepts that you have learned and apply, and also build your own portfolio. It will take some time to get the hang of it and to create perfection. That is all right, but basically it's not you're testing in the field initially, but you are only testing yourself first. So once you have an enough portfolio, then you will get traction. You try to build a good Behance profile, and things will take off from there. Otherwise, with that portfolio, you can apply in various design schools. And in fact, if your process is correct, and if they like your this thing, you will be inducted in the course there, and that is another route.
Yes, sir. But sir, what is the real problem is that I don't understand what is the standard of the portfolio one is willing to see when they're asking. from a student who is just out of school. So as for me, I was preparing for the paper-based thing. I didn't knew Photoshop as such. It didn't took me more than 10 days to understand Photoshop, but it is still a task for me to, compile everything which I have in my mind on digital media. Also, there is other issue of time as well, because I didn't got much time to, compile everything. I was not aware of the design, like career design as a career, but I got to know about it mid 11th, and after that I was just doubting myself whether I have the aptitude for it or not. I had the interest, but I was not sure about the aptitude. And when I gave the UCD and NID exam, for UCD I couldn't prepare a lot. I did give it though. I didn't qualify. For NID. I got general rank of 391, and yeah, I didn't qualify in that as well. But yeah, somewhere that when I was giving the examination that day on NID examination date, so 25 marks a question was left due to my negligence on time. So
Okay, that's okay.
I
You
guess
need not
yeah,
yeah, you need not stress it out. It's
yeah.
perfectly okay. You are just out from school, and it's okay. You can take a year or two. You can keep practicing if you're really passionate about the field, and especially with these kind of examinations. Um, See, it is like, it's kind of more practice. First, of course, your skills, your observation skills, and also the timing you need to match up with that. So you can, practice some of the previous question papers. You can practice your timing with that,
Ma'am,
so that
Namrata
you get a
ma'am,
hang of it.
I'm not actually worried or overthinking about it. Neither I am unhappy about it. I'm actually happy about the fact that at least after, like, I was not able to complete the paper and still have like got
Mhm.
okay, average marks. And that actually made me happy, and just gave me the confidence that yeah, maybe I have the aptitude for it, and if I work more, then I can get it. But then again, I cannot. Already, I took a gap year actually. Last year, I gave my 12th exam. And yeah, when I took commerce and maths as my subject, I was going in marketing field, and then I got myself counseled and everything. And at the end, all the conclusions were towards design or any creative field. But now, right now, I have my interview, the personal interaction with the college, which is in Ahmedabad, in like 4 to 5 days, and I'm compiling all the work which I have done, and I don't understand that what is the actual standard of it. That is the issue which I'm facing, because there's nothing out there, talking about it, and I don't really have anyone to talk about it. So yeah,
So
this is what.
basically, it
Yeah.
doesn't, in any of these, entrance examinations, right? First is this DAT, the aptitude test that you have to pass.
Yep.
And that is very straightforward to understand. But the real part is the studio test and the interview. So, and then your portfolio review will happen. So in that, what they look is not the amount or standard of your portfolio per se, because it is not expected for a well standard person to have like a huge portfolio. But what exactly they will be looking for is the conceptual clarity that you have. If you have like a, they will look for consistency. uh, they look for whether you have pushed yourself, if you have a strength in certain art form, or certain style of painting. Did you expand your style into including more styles? And when if you have and did you use other concepts, learnings from there? Is there an improvement? Essentially, they will be looking forward to that, and mainly they'll be looking into whether is there a learning capacity to learn or eagerness to learn.
Yes.
So that is the main thing that we'll be looking for. So uh, this is one thing, whether these are the things you have to take care, and if these are in place, then nobody can stop you from getting into good designs. I would say that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no issue. Rupali is asking, art is a perspective, it comes out of creativity. Is there any activity to improve our art, whether graphic design on the computer or on pen and paper. If you can provide any exercise or habit to improve it, would be thankful. So art comes out of creativity, yes, for sure, but the skills required to express, comes out of practice. So,
Practice.
I mean, if art is only if it comes out of creativity, there wouldn't be art schools, teaching art, right? So there are ways to learn, and there are resources also to learn. Some obviously some certain aspect is related to your inner talent and creativity per se. Even that can be kind of improved over time. For example, if you see a problem on the street, right? Some problem you understood it with some certain product. So will you be able to try to solve that in how many ways? This is not to create a portfolio or tell somebody, but just that thinking process. It's
Yeah.
just normal. You can start with the normal activities which happens in your home. So we can
So
start
you
from
also
there.
one needs to understand, that the difference between art and design again. So that's, when you come into the field, you will realize that design is way ahead than what art is. Art is a part of design, but design, like you mentioned, it's the ability to, think about a certain situation. It's not just about presenting a good artwork or a skill set, but along with that, like how do you think about it? How do you derive at it? At what perspective you're looking at it? So let's say there is a problem, right? Like, how do you address that? So design is all about, making a situation or a problem better than what it already is, right? So it's not just art. So design is a little above art.
So I mean, if you're asking for a specific exercise, right? This is what I do. I mean, it's very interesting. So generally, go to any supermarket, right? So for graphic designers, supermarket is like a museum, and because everywhere there is a play of packaging, the material, everywhere they're using this colors, logos, and they're just go through the lanes and observe what is catching your attention, and ask yourself the question, why is this attracting my attention? Just go touch it, see, not just the front of it, how did they arrange the information which is there, so much information. What is the kind of symbols which are repeating everywhere? uh, and then you will see similarities between certain kind of packaging. Certain elements are inspired from certain products and applied to other. So observe these patterns, and it will be a very good exercise. And then see how in the grocery store or supermarket itself, how the wayfinding, go this way for fruit products, how that is arranged, how each shelf is arranged. Even that is a very good exercise. So start with that. So all these, in whichever store you go, or just walk on the street and you see a lot of signboards outside, right? Just start observing. If something is catching your attention and more impressive than the others, yeah, you should start from.
So talking of that, like ma'am said that when we see something, when we see a problem, then we should be thinking about what can be the things. Like, okay, so one situation which I faced was 3 days back. I went to a woodworker. He was a fine woodworker, and he said that while he put glue on the wood pieces, his skin comes out and sticks to that of the the other woodworker which I went to, he lost his entire fingers to the craft itself, and now he's taking help of other person. So, like, can I note down all these events which I have come across while making my woodwork or something like that? Can I note down and present it in my portfolio?
I mean, you might not be able to tell everything in the portfolio per se. But I mean, from that, what is your learning? Essentially, in the portfolio, you might talk more about the materials that you use, why, the choices that you have made, the personal learnings that you have learned. You might not express it in a portfolio per se, but it'll be part of your learning. Yeah. So I mean, might be a situation where you will come where you might be able to express those things.
But is it part of design process to express my concern, like my craftsmen, because I see creativity in them as well, and they don't have the platform. I was talking to him, and he was saying that how bad he feels when he has to sit on the ground and sell things. He's a street seller, and yeah. So will it be okay to consider noticing these things and feel deeply about it and then write it, or maybe make some visuals or anything? Because I don't because if I want to find out some solution for it, then I think it makes more sense. But taking out a solution for it requires a lot of knowledge, and requires a lot of time as well. I don't have the time, but I have the desire as thing.
If you're able to notice this kind of thing, it is great that you are able to. That shows that, you are observant about things around you. I think I lost Anurag. Yeah, so it's
I'm
perfectly
here, ma'am.
okay.
Hello.
Yeah, so that shows that how observant you are. That's okay. But like he said, it might be difficult for, kind of put it out in a portfolio. But again, there are certain things sometimes, students bring certain visuals, certain kind of, let's say, a poster, or sometimes certain small models related to certain things. But then again, that depends. Like the exact example that you have put out, that might be difficult to, kind of put it in a portfolio, because we are not looking at a particular solution or
Yeah.
something. But
So
if there
if
is an idea, let's say, and then you might express it to, visuals, a poster, maybe a graphic or anything, that's perfectly okay.
So if you're talking about the difficulties of a craftsman,
Yeah.
like then make a booklet out of it. If you felt deeply about it, I mean, so how to solve that particular problem? Then you will start becoming a designer. So if you saw some dangers to the carpenters, certain practices, maybe you can make a safety manual or a brochure, and you can tell that these are the 5. I observed one, then I inquired little more, then I came across these 5 others dangers that commonly accept, and so I made this brochure. So hence it is designed like this, so easily understandable. Hence I use this language, and so it becomes that becomes your inspiration. All these small experiences that you have, this becomes like a trigger point for you to think about certain solutions, or then that you can put it in a portfolio, and you can explain how it all started. So it can happen.
Okay, yeah, sir, that actually makes a lot of sense now. I was thinking how to present it and how to document it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll do
No
it.
issue.
Surely I'll do it.
Yeah, so Gunjan is asking how to find a particular niche in graphic design.
In a design.
So you will find a particular niche, like once, like all the fields, like how a doctor first has to study MBBS, then they have to
Go into
specialize, then
specialization.
super specializations. You will find your particular niche. So over time, for that first, one has to go through to understand the whole of graphic design. Then you will be attracted more towards certain fields more than the others, and you will slowly build, and then it'll become narrow and narrow, and you will find your niche. So that is a natural process. It'll evolve over
Process,
time.
yeah. You need not hurry into this. You first have to expose yourself to all the different types, and only then, automatically it will come into place. You will find your interest, be it advertising, social media, graphics, or packaging design, anything, interface design, whatever.
So
But first you have to
always,
explore,
yeah,
give time.
all the aspects. So if you decide a niche that I will be taking only packaging design, so then you will be you don't know. Maybe you are more better in type design, or logo design, branding. You don't know where your strength lies. So always start with your hand at everything. Then you will naturally find your niche.
Excuse me, sir. Hello. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. Other day I was talking to a senior of, like, not my senior. He's a very senior person. Like, I don't actually, I haven't met him. He was from my school only, and he's saying he runs a studio. He runs a studio, and he does UI UX and all of that. And I got to know about him. I was talking to him, and he's like, I do coding as well. How does that happen? I was very confused. I didn't ask him because it was very awkward, actually. I didn't have any much idea about UI UX. I just knew that it's about, I don't know. Do you have any opinion about it?
It's not opinion. So there are a lot of various people from various fields come into graphic design. So I had classmates who were, you know, managers, who were coders. They come into graphic design and they bring their skills into the. So he might be a UI coder who might come into UI UX. That's why he knows both. So it's.
But is it necessary to know all that?
It's not necessary. It's not necessary. So whatever you learn, so many people get into design after their graduation is completed in post-graduation phase. So they bring many of their skills into their profession. So it's not necessary, but it is helpful.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Helpful in what way? Like, where did this fall? So where does it fall? Like, coding falls where?
There is a lot of applications.
Photography, I understand, but coding, I do not. Like, I have no idea about coding.
You need a lot of coding. Let's say you are designing a new tool like Illustrator or Canva. You are designing it for designers itself. So being a designer, you know certain needs, you know, the designers have. Maybe this tool might be, but the kind of profession might be a coding, you know. And also, if you are creating fonts only, for example, fonts, half of the thing is creating the letter forms by using your graphic design skills. The other half is actually coding. So there are a lot of fields in UI UX also. If you know, if you are just designing the style sheets or design systems, that is one. Some people are good at both. So how to make the visual and also how to actually take it to the app. So that will only expand your skill set and you will be more employable that way. So it's like that.
Got it, sir. Got it.
So Rupali is asking HTML, CSS are the languages need to learn for front end. Basically, what users see on the website or on the app, or no need for UI UX. If you are designing a UI website, you need not know anything about HTML, CSS. So whatever is introduced in this course, even the graphic design principles are enough to have a complete layout. And there are many apps and tools to generate the HTML or CSS or versions for the backend. So
So actually, we are developing an app, and we need some guidance on which tools we can use to create the UI UX design for the website. Is it Figma, Canva, or what it is, sir?
So Figma is very widely used. So you can use Figma. So there are designers dedicated to Figma software itself. That is a very good tool and it's very easily available. Yeah, I would suggest Figma. Yeah, and even Adobe has XD, then that is good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, UI UX also there are a lot of channels actually. I'm not getting the list. I mean, I didn't think this would come up as a query, so I didn't prepare a kind of list. Maybe once I get a list, maybe I will upload it in, you know, do drop your question in your query section in the course. I will update certain YouTube channel links. 1 second, just give us a 2 minutes break. We'll just coordinate with Shahid. I think he has to add something. So meanwhile, if there are any questions, just drop it in the comment section. Yeah.
So just got one more information now. So for your final examination, hello, are we all there?
You're
Yes,
audible,
ma'am.
Mohammad.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So for your final examinations, out of your 8 assignments, so your 6 best assignments will be taken for like final carry forward, and 25% from those 6 assignments will be carried forward to your final evaluation. So 70% from your final exam and the rest from the previous, the best 6 assignments out of the 8. Yeah. Nidhi, okay. Is there anything else regarding your exams? So far, the dates are on 27th. If there's any change, they will inform you in advance. So no need to worry about that.
Okay, Namrata, I think if
Yeah.
everybody is clear about the exam and the other things,
Correct.
if you do have any additional questions, please post it on the Q&A section of your course. We'll try to respond from there. And I mean, hope this session helped everybody. Yeah.
Sir, one more doubt. I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
I
no
want
Yeah,
to know
sure.
about the bracketed and non-bracketed stuff that we learned in week 6 course, which actually connects to the font style. Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Yeah, just Pragna, just pose the question on the Q&A section. We'll respond to that. It's very, I mean, since it is specific, it's better that we'll answer there.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I tried to upload it there. It came an error occurred 2 to 3 times, so I thought I will ask you. Yeah.
I'm not able to recollect which part of it, so we'll go through that and we'll try to address.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it occurs in which week actually? Is it in type design course of week 6?
Yeah, sir. Type design itself.
Okay, we will go through that and let you know, Pragna. What type of stationery?
Akshata, yeah, stationery, basic stationery, your color pencils, your some black ink pens, the regular ones. Somebody asked, Akshata, how does intro course certificate will help me in future? See, this course itself is a basic introduction to graphic design, right? So if you want to go deeper into it, then you can take a course formally, you can take a B design or a master's program also. But for someone who wants to do freelancing and doesn't want to go into a long-term 4-year course or a 2-year course, this just gives you that starting point. And but definitely you have to practice on your own. You can look up videos and you can learn more. It's not that you're getting a certificate, just know that you can do. I mean, if you want to go deeper, you definitely have to learn more. This is just an introduction to this subject.
Namrata ma'am, Chakardhar sir, can I
Yes.
show you guys my work?
Sorry?
Can I show you guys my work? I have my. Can I? Please, please, please.
We are already like 7:12.
I'll just take 1 minute, not more than that.
I mean, it's not relevant for, I mean,
Yeah.
Please, 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 please.
no, it's,
No,
yeah.
that's okay. I mean, the platform is not relevant for this
Yeah.
because we are here on a different context.
So we'll not be able to see and give you
Okay.
input properly also. And I mean, the question raised by Pragya, right? Previously about the bracketed
Yes, sir.
serifs. Okay, so essentially bracketed, now I remembered. So bracketed serifs, right? That's unbracketed serifs and bracketed serifs, right?
Yeah.
So it talks about, as we understood, we know the serifs. These are the legs, right? So if the leg is, straightforward and it is attached to the letter form, it's called unbracketed. It's like a straight line. That's it. So for improving the certain the prominence of that, sometimes what happens is we connect this particular serif to the letter form, like we angle it, we kind of smoothen it out. So that is called as a bracket. Bracket is actually an architectural element where you provide from columns where you actually add a support system. So for these legs, for the serifs, it's like almost like a support system. So these brackets come in different forms. Some are little sloped, some are little edgy. So it is like that. Hope it is clear.
Like, what is the difference between non-bracketed and bracketed? So bracketed, I got it, but non-bracketed?
So non-bracketed is essentially if you have like a slab serif. Slab serif is essentially like a line. It's just like a line attached to the letter form. Like if you see certain examples of typewriter fonts, right?
Yeah.
Or certain coding fonts.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a serif, you have like a serif, but it is just like a straight line. So they do that. So they do that, sometimes to decrease the font file size and to improve their performance for coding and all. It has to be fast. So they reduce all these extra aesthetic elements, and sometimes it is also a stylistic element not to have a bracket. If you want like a very bold typeface, sometimes need not have. If somebody wants to create a very elegant, very smooth, very, what to say, organic kind of a type form, then you might add more softer bracket
Okay,
to
got it, sir.
enhance that form. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, coming ahead there might be advanced courses to this as well. We don't know yet, but there might be. You can always keep checking on the website.
So since this courses is already uploaded online and it happened once, so later it is up to the NPTEL team to put out, they have a requirement of how many courses they put in each semester and in what field. So they have a certain criteria. So this course is fully uploaded on the portal. So when they will conduct this class next time, in order for you to revise, or you can suggest somebody to join. So please go through the NPTEL website, and they might be, because they have a certain criteria for that. You will not be able to exactly know what it is, but yeah.
I think we can close down, and if there are any further questions, you can always mail it. Okay, somebody joined just now. So we discussed about the final exam, Alan. It's just 100 marks paper, 20 MCQ questions with 2 marks each with no negative marking, and one 60 marks question, wherein there will be a topic or a theme given to you, and you need to make illustrations or sketches based on the theme, like a poster. And yeah, that's it. And you need to write a small concept note explaining your design or your ideas. That's it. Yeah, I think we can close. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. If there are any further
Thank you, ma'am.
questions, yeah, you can always put a mail.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. Yeah. Hope to see you soon. All the best for your exam. Bye. Yeah, the
Please bring
organizers-
regular materials, Alan, like color pencils, black ink pens, sketch pens. Yeah, that's it. You will be provided papers like drawing sheets and all.
Yeah. Those who have completed can leave the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.